TikToks, right?
I love how she completely captures the entire personality of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the TikTok's official Snow White.
Not surprising. She encompasses it pretty well.
She does. You have like no idea. It's great. Anyway, hello.
No, it looks like I think we have one person on right now.
Yeah, I usually always do now.
Always
No
one.
idea who they are. It's always different people. I'm so glad this year is almost over.
Agreed. I have to admit, though, the November Project thing, though, that was a pretty big, ambitious thing that we did. And totally last minute.
Second. We had no planning.
No. We had a week.
Yeah, I was like...
we planned a week.
I was like, hey, I got an idea. What if we did this big thing? And then she was all like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Then we got started, and it's just like, this was not a good idea. This was not planned out at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think we did well, considering we had, like, no planning.
Now I'm just a white potato. Turn that off.
You always a white potato.
Well, yeah, but sometimes it glares. I'm so... Yeah, see? See? I'm so white.
Your sour cream.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go turn on some lights in the back. And then I'm going to turn off this main one.
No, why are you leaving me here alone?
Because I hate you.
Well, now it looks like there's a sun in this back screen.
Now I gotta sit in front of it and see how that does to what that does to my face.
Still a ghost.
No! You can see my face. It's not as bad. If I take this off, it's better, but I'm blind.
Ugh.
My eyesight has gotten worse. You're mean. I have to live with this meanie all the time.
Yep.
There we go. The only glare comes from my glasses. Guys, check it out. I'm anime.
You need to do the adjusting.
Oh, I'm sorry. It starts out like this. And then it goes, Nene. Nani. There we go.
No, jeez.
Most of my friends are guys, and also idiots, and they repeat this all the time. I must know the language of the men to be able to mingle. Or, go undercover. Apparently, the common language is stupid. And I do it quite well.
I'm gonna say whatever dignity you have left and not comment.
I sent the link to this to most of my guy friends. I hope they watch.
Oh my.
Alright.
But yeah, so definitely November Project was one of the biggest and most ambitious things that we decided to do. Mm-hmm. But I think we did pretty good, though, with separating everything out so that there's only one video during, one video a day.
So there was, one or two, or depending on what was going on.
At least one a day.
The most we had was, 3 in one day, I think.
Oh, my goodness, but filming it, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
That was so many late nights.
I'll be honest, the first half of doing it, I was, pumped up, and I'm like...
Second half, we're both dragging.
I don't want to do this anymore. This was a horrible idea. But I had to continue, and I had to finish it, because I have, a learned behavior I got from my parents is that we just don't complete things.
Yeah.
This was, also for, just personally, this was something that I could complete and say, I finished this. I have this whole thing that I did, and I finished it.
Yeah.
I did 2 things in October that weren't as intense as that, but that was the whole Cosplaytober and Inktober.
Yeah,
but I
gave
completed
up on
those.
Inktober after like day 8 because I just couldn't keep up.
Well, yeah, but you also like
I work full time.
Yeah, but I was able to complete those, and I was able to complete this. So it's been doing wonders for my confidence and wanting to finish stuff.
What? This is the weird that
your cat's trying to eat his foot again.
I love how this is mentioning the word again.
It went from talking about our project to the cat's eating his foot again.
Well, okay. Well, anyway. You have an audience, Scroomy. You got anything to say?
Continues licking.
Anyway.
Alrighty.
Oops.
What'd you murder this time?
I think it was the remote.
Oh, I'm glad it didn't fall on the play button.
That would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a mad scramble to
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, well, because it was so... We literally had a week to come up with what we wanted to do.
Plot-wise, we did good.
I think it was the beginning of... October, or maybe like the first weekend that I decided. Because we also had to order the one thing.
That is true.
Or did we order that beforehand because we wanted to do the one cosplay?
We ordered that beforehand because you wanted to use it for your Remus thing, and then we decided to use it for that instead. And then I had to order other ones.
Yeah.
So that's how that...
Okay, but we had it planned so that the last week of October we were going to be filming.
If that didn't work.
Well, no, we did. We did
but
film.
We only did like half. And then we just kind of made up the rest of the month.
Well, yeah.
The last day, though, the last like week, we were like doing... I think we did 4 days in a row. Like, we did 4 days worth of filming in one night, and then we left the last video until literally, like, the day of.
Well, that's because we needed a full day for that one.
And then we ended up not doing our original plan.
Well, the original plan involved if it snowed, and at the moment it hadn't snowed. All of the snow we had has melted right now. We have no snow right now, so we had to replan the idea.
Personally, though, I was kind of glad that we didn't do it because we were going to have this whole
heart attack.
Not convoluted, but this whole entire plan of using a white sheet on the ground because the dress that I'm wearing is actually in those videos is my mom's dress, and I'm under strict orders from my grandparents not to ruin it.
Well, technically, your mom's never gonna fit into it again, so it's yours.
Oh, I can barely fit into it. But still, it's a relic of my mom and all that. And we were doing the Haunted Forest, and I decided I wanted to use that dress, so I asked my grandparents for it. And my grandmother, when she heard what I was going to do with it, she's like, "You want it for what?" I'm like, "I'm not going to get it dirty."
Yeah.
It was, that was entertaining, to say the least.
My parents would care less with that stuff because they know that it can be washed afterwards. I mean, if I could fit in my mom's wedding stuff, she would let me have it. But, like, my mom had thinner legs than I had, and I didn't even know that you could get thinner than what I am.
Well, like, I think we need to turn on another light.
Why?
Because it's really dark on us. Anyway, I
just have to turn up that.
Yeah, okay.
But I was turning it down so that I can stop having angry.
But, we got someone who's in chat. Hi!
Hello.
Named even who in the world?
It's me. No. It's Lucas. The meme demon.
Anyway.
I'm gonna steal that idea. That's a
But
really
yeah,
good one.
that one dress though, if it didn't have to be dry cleaned, I probably would have been more rambunctious in it. But I really didn't want to get it dirty.
I was
because it has to
fine
be
with the
dry
whole
cleaned.
getting a sheet. We had a
Pizza
white.
rolls? What?
Just stop. We had a white sheet we were gonna put in the snow so that the dress doesn't get messed up. That in its snow, I don't want to touch it. That's nature. Ew. But oh, cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, that idea didn't pull through because we needed snow. And it's Michigan, and Michigan's deciding, oh, you needed that? No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mother Nature's being a pain in the butt.
All right, glasses gotta come off for me.
But yeah, we came through with. I had a backup plan anyway. So it turned out okay. I'm hoping we can do a lot better next year.
Well, we've got the whole year to plan it, so.
Yeah, but when do we ever actually plan it? Until like 5 seconds before we need to do it.
Yeah, snow is good. Just I don't like it when I have to drive in it.
Snow is good when it's far away.
Snow is good when I can stay inside.
I'm past the age when I would look outside and be like, "Oh my gosh, it snowed! Dude, we gotta go put on our snow pants and get out there." Now I'm just like, it snowed. This means I don't have to go outside.
Lucky you. I have to work, which means I gotta drive in it.
Unless it's bad, then you don't have to go squat.
Well, yeah, if I go in when it's bad, the guys are gonna kill me at the shop.
You kidding? I'm gonna be like, she left the house knowing it was bad. Make her life a living hell. It's like I can count on them to have my back in annoying the crap out of her when she does stupid.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good once, and now they're all on top of me on the whole keeping up on my health thing. I had an issue where the extreme temperature caused me to start breaking out in hives, and I think all of them literally almost had an aneurysm on the spot. And then, like, I was not left alone the whole rest of the day. It's like every 5 minutes I have one of them asking me if I'm okay. And I'm like, I'm fine, leave me alone.
Stop doing stupid crap, and we will. Yeah.
I'm not. Nope.
Anyway.
Oh, that's Steve.
That's Steve.
No wonder why.
Yeah, that's my partner in crime when it comes to doing it. Thanks, Steve.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do actually appreciate all the concern.
She'll complain about it anyway, though.
Yeah, I'm going to complain about it anyway. I'm not used to people actually caring, so I'm getting used to, having to have a whole group of people who are on my butt constantly with my health.
Yeah.
Quit looking at me like that. I've been good lately. Kind of.
Lately.
Kind of. Tuesday was a bit of a stretch, though, staying the whole day after being sick Monday. It was a bit of a stretch. But I handled it like a trooper, so.
Sure you did.
I went to bed early because I was exhausted.
Yeah, you
the
did.
November project definitely breeds no sleep. Because we had so many nights where we were up until like 1 a.m. just doing the filming.
But that's mostly because we were on a roll and we're like, let's milk how much we can like get out of the makeup.
Yeah.
Right now.
The makeup, oh my goodness, that was a pain in the butt. Like, mine was easy because I was just drawing on my face, but hers I had to stick stuff onto her face. And I'm like, I gotta pull out all of the Halloween tutorials that I've looked at for how to do the fake hanging
wanted to make it look really good because
next year definitely need to pick up more of the, if not the latex stuff, but they have better ways of doing the fake skin stuff, I want to pick up some of that
Not even just next year. I want to get that in our stock because I have other characters that I need to learn how to do that stuff for.
Eventually, I may get into getting some of the makeup stuff because Steve, actually, we do printing for a company that does like the airbrushing stuff, but they've got other paint stuff, so that'd be more the professional, actually weatherproof stuff. So we might want to look into getting into that. But definitely for like a first time for half of the stuff that we were doing, we actually did pretty good, considering like the face stuff that I was doing with you.
I posted pictures of it in a few places, and everybody liked it.
Yeah, and that was a lot of that was stuff that I've only seen like short videos on for how to do it. So I was exceedingly pleased that I was at least able to somewhat competently make something work. But
that's a mood right there.
At least I was smart enough to know not to use super glue for any of this. I mean,
you would think the one TV show that there was the one makeupist who did that one girl's face to look horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I would not be against looking like that. I'd be scaring the crap out of people. Possibilities. Oh, we had to leave the apartment with makeup.
No.
Sadly, I bumped into no one.
I was having a heart attack the whole entire time. Like, I had my hood on as far over my face as I could. I'm like, nobody noticed me. Nobody noticed me.
She didn't want anyone to notice her. But then there's me. Notice me, notice me, notice me, notice me. I want to spook somebody. Or at least give them a mild heart attack.
Because this was like the last few days of November, so it's like well past Halloween and the acceptable time to be wearing Halloween makeup. So I'm like having an aneurysm trying to be like, no. My anxiety was in like peak form, freaking out.
Actually, what I want to do, my, you know what? New Year's, was it resolutions?
Yeah, resolution.
Mine for this year would be, I want to go out in public in full cosplay.
I would totally do that with some of the new cosplay.
And I'm not talking about the subtle ones that could easily just be put on the down low of, oh, that's just normal clothes. I'm talking about in your face cosplay.
What I want to do is I want to go to Somerset Mall cosplay.
Yes, idea for that. I don't know who you would end up being, but for the whole Sandersides thing, we're making me a Remus cosplay. We want to get me a full body, like a full harness. So whatever character she ends up dressing up as is walking me at the mall.
Walking? You mean just trying to stay standing as you're dragging me every single direction?
Oh
man. The running gag with her is literally that I don't walk her enough. So when she goes outside, it's like boom, 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 all over the place like a dog who's been inside for too long.
It's like once I'm used to like people, it takes forever to get me to shut up because I like talking to people and I like going outside, but I also don't like talking to people and I don't like going outside.
Yeah, technically that's how we met. You started talking to me at the Haunted Forest and we never stopped. That was like 3-4 years ago.
Oh. Yeah. That is a very funny username.
Crack is not good for you, is that too?
Excuse you. I was birthed from crack.
Oh no. Whoever has the username, you better watch out.
I'm sharing that username with my friends. It's like, guys, look at this username.
Oh, that's great.
Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, the project, while it was stressful, it was really fun to do.
It was. It was definitely fun. And I feel like a lot of it helped me break out of my shell a little bit with the TikTok stuff.
She was a little stiff at first.
Well, honestly, I haven't done any real acting stuff in forever. I mean, I do my singing stuff, but it's not...
My entire personality is just acting.
And, well, I also buried a lot of that personality because it just was not conducive to everything that I was currently doing. So having to dig out a lot of my flamboyancy was definitely a fun deal with this project, and you could tell by the end of it I had finally kind of gotten back into it.
My flamboyancy is Remus, and it's been suppressed for so long that it finally just went wow and then everywhere.
So yeah, that was definitely a great way for me to kind of break out of my shell, and I can definitely say I'm a lot more confident with a lot of the TikTok stuff. So next year,
there's some stuff you.
Oh, I'm still working on a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, there's some stuff you can work on. There's obviously stuff we both can work on. I've been on there longer and I still suck.
Although I have to admit, as of late, my transition game has been on point. I've been getting good at practicing.
I've never been good.
Those.
I don't have the patience to actually work on those.
Well, yeah. So I've been pleased with that because I've been trying really hard to get into the techniques on that and a lot of the TikTok filters and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm hoping next year's November project we can put a little bit of that into it. So that's definitely a game plan for next year. So far the way we're doing the project though is that this storyline is done and complete and won't be revisited. And next year will be a whole new story plot. So
yeah, the cliffhanger it was left on.
We did it on purpose.
Kiddos, it's gonna remain a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Although I definitely feel like I want to bring the character back eventually.
Well, you can do your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring back the one guy. He's too much work.
Oh gosh, that makeup. I mean, I tell you, it took me
like
an hour.
I'll bring back zombie stuff, but I don't know. I wasn't happy with how he turned out. But that's also probably because he's just so new and I didn't have enough time to work on him.
We never really established any background.
You had just more shifted one of your already made characters into the position of your character.
Technically, yeah. That's actually where the mask thing came from to begin with.
Yeah, mine was just a thrown together thing, which I wasn't too happy about.
So next year definitely we'll have more developed characters. We didn't even bother really giving these characters names because we weren't really going to be doing anything with them. This was like a slap together. We were just testing it to see.
I would say I would want to do something more just as a more in-depth test for next year is to use characters people already know and do a story. But we can mix that in one year. We do one where there's no names, but it's just a plot we come up with. The next time there's characters that people know.
Or at the very least, we can use some of our own characters and put it into a story.
I don't know, maybe. But yeah, we do have a lot of plans for the upcoming year.
Yeah, especially in regards to the November project.
Yeah, we haven't come up with because we only just finished this one. We haven't actually thought up a plot
for the next
but
one.
We do plan to do the November project thing again. And
not all of them are going to be strictly related to horror either. This one was just inspired by
Halloween. Yeah, it was in the middle of Halloween, and I'm just like, what if?
Yeah, we were actually in the middle of the haunted forest and in between groups coming through, and we're
technically,
oh, this would be such a great idea. This would be such a great idea as we're standing out there freezing our butts off.
Well, the thing is that the character that I had was just a quick inspiration to match hers because in the haunted forest we have a little skit that we do.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, well, what if we made a huge story, short story for them, but through TikTok videos?
Yeah.
And eventually she's going to make a mini book somewhere where she's writing down the actual stories and whatnot. But.
Yeah, eventually. It's either going to be a graphic novel or I'm going to write it. It depends on how much time I get and all of that. Because Mom finished her book finally.
So you need to actually work on the cover?
Not yet. She's going to send me a copy of it once she gets it done in book form, because she's going to get a couple of books done and then send me that.
Without the cover?
Yeah, because she's not going to be selling it. It's just going to be for personal people to read over for editing and field testing.
Before she actually
publishes it. So I'm going to have to start working on that. If you want a classic example of how many projects we end up having in a thing, October, November, and December have all been insanely busy. I'm hoping January I get a month off.
January, at the moment, the only thing I have specifically planned besides remaking cosplays, like making a better version of the costume, is just having a steady schedule of filming little videos for TikTok and just trying to have at least 1 month where I have a steady schedule.
Yeah, we both need that.
Though I think what I'm going to do is for the entire month of January, I'm going to have people tag me on any videos they want me to duet. And for what characters they want me to duet, they have to be characters I cosplay, of course, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to be trying to catch up with a couple of the groups that I'm in and getting stuff done for that.
Yeah,
I gotta get going on your Remus costume. Technically, it's come down to the point where I'm the costume designer.
Or yeah, we've both agreed I'm really not good with making stuff. I mean, there was the vest. Okay, so generally my sewing abilities are okay, but I have this actual fancy vest that didn't exactly fit me when I got it. So I completely mangled the spine in the back to try and tighten it up so it would fit me.
Well, we had to take it in. Like, my grandma did it as something nice to take it into an actual tailor to have him fix it.
That guy said it was completely atrocious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now the sewing, anything sewing related ends up getting left to me. I'm really happy with the cosplay I just finished for me. Which was minimal amount of stuff I actually had to do. I sewed in my first zipper though, and I did not fail. I was pleased.
You're the costume designer. I'm the one who does props.
Don't even. Yeah, no, I can't do props to save my
props, background settings in general. That's more my thing.
I handle most of the makeup stuff.
That sheet right there. That's
our background. That's like our functioning background from
our
stuff.
I mean, if you looked at the videos, that's our usual background, but that's because it's duct taped to a wall.
Yeah. So you're usually in charge of set
duct tape is my best friend.
Well, I need to pick up more rolls of duct tape.
I need to put that on the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of funny in-betweens.
And then
in the behind the scenes. Honestly, in the future, I don't know if it'll be next year, but in the future, I'm hoping to have more footage of the behind the scenes so you guys can get little snippets
of the crap that goes on behind. Thing. Little montage like they do of the behind the scenes of what the heck is going on with us. Yeah. Hopefully next year I can maybe figure out getting a better camera, so then we're not using our phones. Like,
it's like a lot of the more up in TikTok society people. They I'm not entirely sure how they do it.
A lot of it has to do with the phone quality.
Well, true. There's that. Some of them use actual cameras,
but
some of them take the videos out to edit them elsewhere.
A lot of what I'm thinking of doing next year, though, might be we do some of the filming outside of the phone, and then I can get it into TikTok via uploading it the way that I've been doing it. And so we can design it more for, like, if it was going on YouTube.
True. Yeah.
Because actually one of the things that I've started doing with my sound account is that figuring out how to work on stuff on my Mac by itself. Like, I did the credits that way for the November project. I did it on my computer and then I just upload it to TikTok. That whole entire process is so convoluted right now because my phone does not like talking to my Mac with a cable, so I have to use Dropbox. So I'm literally doing something on my computer, dropping it in Dropbox, saving it on my phone, uploading it to TikTok, deleting it from my phone, deleting it from Dropbox, and saving it on my computer. And I've been doing that with my sounds. because I've gotten into doing more of the custom sounds for TikTok just because not that I don't like the sounds that are on TikTok, it's just I can't find some of the sounds I want to use, and
the quality isn't always great.
And I'm done with trying to have it going on the TV on YouTube through the Roku, and then you get that graininess to the sound quality and it just sounds terrible. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I learned my lesson on that. I'm gonna just start uploading my own sounds because I know how to get stuff. So yeah, definitely next year I'll start doing that. Plus, also then we can have the music being more, because I love doing the singing stuff, but I also feel like story-wise, sometimes you need a little bit of ambiance music, and I felt like that was really lacking this year. But it was also
the thing was is that the sounds that we had, I had us sit down and we mapped out the entire month and
with what sounds?
Went through a bunch of songs that in the previous weeks we had been saving and going, oh, well, that we could use that. And then we planned out which ones we would use.
Definitely next year I want to focus more on the music and the sounds that we use, but I also am low-key thinking of, like I said, designing it more for, like, if we were going to be putting it on YouTube and then having the snippets going into TikTok. Sorry. You could tell when there's a critical error for my brain, and I'm like, what word am I trying to use?
Word. What is word?
I swear sometimes it's me switching between different sides. It's like critical error.
You have like an error. Hold on. We're trying to find the word, and then there's me mid-sentence, and I'm just like, yeah. Fade off into La La Land and just be like, hey, focus. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, your ADHD makes you completely go off on a rabbit trail in the middle of your own sentence, and then there's me. I'm just trying to talk and then immediately go, I can't remember what word I'm supposed to use. What's the word for this? I swear it's like
brain
Ethan.
Fart.
It's like Ethan trying to remember the word skillet.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We saw that. And it was so painful, and it was so funny because you have Mark in the background going.
And then, now the difference between what Ethan was doing and what usually happens with me is at least Ethan knew there was a word. Usually I'm standing there struggling going, I don't even remember what the word is. I don't remember what it's supposed to be. It's like this huge hole in my memory, and I'm like, I know there's a word for this, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty funny.
Yeah, all I need now is when that happens is to have the Windows error noise.
I have one. It was used for Logan.
That's what I need to play.
I have one.
Time I'm standing there with my mouth open because I can't remember what the word is.
Next chance I get, I will send it. I will look for it and I'll send it to you. It's actually really funny.
But yeah, and then another fun thing about the November project too was we did most of the filming in our front entryway, and we were just praying every single time we heard footsteps in the hallway that nobody was gonna knock on the door. Yeah, we had stuff totally in front of the door and blocking it. We had the phone taped to the door.
Yeah, so like the sound of whatever we were doing is vibrating against the door, like.
And then a couple of times there was people out in the hallway talking.
And we just silenced it as soon as we possibly could. We're just like, go away. No one's home. Go away. We don't know what's going on here.
It was so fun. And I mean, this isn't like a big entryway. This is this tiny little thing. So
it's like the size of a normal closet.
Yeah, so we're in there trying to do this filming, and then any of the scenes where you were laying down on something, I actually came up with a way to use a couple of our dining room chairs, so then it was like you had a table almost to lay on, and then
the problem with that though is I'm a long stick.
Yeah.
Which means from like
oh boy.
From like here all the way up to my head was on the chairs, and my legs just like.
And then there was me. I'm not all stick. I am like mostly torso.
Yeah, she could comfortably lay on it. Me, yeah, I'm like trying. My muscles are like leg muscles are straining to keep myself balanced.
Yeah, but then the problem was the one time I was laying down in that contraption that I built, my back locked up, and then I couldn't get up because I didn't have the maneuverability of my legs to like be able to move. So I'm just kind of there, like I'm stuck.
Aren't we glad you weren't the one that had to be the undead figure going and like sit up? Because man, sitting up, dude.
If that would have happened, it would have been a lot more funny because I would have had to literally pull my legs back and throw myself up if I wanted to get up.
Tiny undead gremlin.
I'm too top heavy. That's the problem.
Yeah, with me, it's just like, I don't know. It's like trying to get one of those weird little rubber, like, snap bracelets and just be like, and then when I'm finally up, it's like, whoop!
But on a whole, though, we did pretty good with everything that we were doing with the
We had
project.
people commenting about lighting, but I'm also like, we have the entryway light and a desk lamp.
And most of the time we were doing the filming, too, it was after I'm done at work, and it's, like, dark out.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
like winter time, so it's already dark by the time she gets home, and I'm like, yeah, we got nothing. We got string lights, a desk lamp, and the entryway light.
And terrible quality for the phone.
Yes, that too.
That's the other reason why I'm thinking of switching over to us using an actual camera, is because then at least I can adjust the quality a little bit easier.
I have a list of actual, like, filming lights and photo lights where you get, you know, the weird little light stands, and then there's the weird little circle one that apparently everyone's been getting. I got those on a list. I also have a green screen and proper backgrounds.
Yeah. Well, and the thing with the screen though is if this was like more flat, I could use it because as long as it's one solid color, but they actually have blue screens. Yeah, I know. I'd have to iron it, and I am not doing that.
We don't own an iron.
Like, we don't even own an iron.
Yeah.
So that's not happening. You can imagine how well dress shirts end up in this place.
Oh my gosh, all my dress shirts just want to die.
Oh, well, mine do too. I get lucky. At least I get a polo to wear at work, so I don't really have to worry about it. Although every single day I come into work, I feel a little bit like Logan, except I don't have to wear a tie. But I have to wear polos to work. But the guys at least are really cool about me wearing jeans instead of wearing dress pants or a skirt.
If you could get a black cardigan, Remus Patton.
Ooh, that's funny.
That is the most horrible thing. Just fusion in all the entirety of Sandersides, and I love it.
Sadly, I think that is me at work sometimes. I absolutely love my boss and my coworkers and all of that. It is really a fun working environment because I can be a complete and utter smart aleck, and they will just dish back to me what I'm dishing to them, and it is really absolutely an entertaining environment, and I love it.
My personality changes for whoever I'm around. So,
well, yeah, we're up to
and it also depends on what they want or how they want me to react. Like, I don't know how sometimes it confuses me how my personality works. But, like, it changes, and it's not always the same for people.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've done an awful lot of talking about it. We've got at least a little bit of an audience. Do you want to ask them if they have any questions for us about the project?
Oh, yeah. If any of you guys have questions about any of it, feel free to ask.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on the chat.
We're mostly just kind of filling time right now.
We're just yapping.
Yeah, kind of. Like, I had this whole thing planned out, but then I never actually planned out what we were going to actually talk about.
Yeah, there's no plot points.
I've been too stressed and busy to actually put that.
Well, and then we had to push off the live stream at least once because I was not feeling good.
We had to push it off once because the end of November and the beginning of December was just like, whoosh.
Knocked both of us on our butts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you guys have any questions for us, either just in general about TikTok or about the November project, just go ahead and put them in chat.
Yeah, and if
we'll do our best to answer them right away as soon as we see them.
Yeah, and if you end up not being able to ask them until like this is over and whatnot.
We'll try.
I might do a follow-up live stream or video to
or we'll just
cover them.
Or we can comment on stuff too.
Typing. Ugh.
I know, it's so much work.
I've done so much typing in the last 3 months that my fingers want to die. And I haven't even actually been working on the stuff I need to work on.
Yeah. So we'll be working throughout the year on a plot for the next project, for the November project. We are planning on keeping this as a reoccurring thing, though, which I do enjoy the fact that we're challenging ourselves in such a way. And to a degree, it is a challenge for us because neither one of us sometimes have the attention span
of a chipmunk.
Yeah, we do, but sometimes it's really hard for us to just follow through on a task. So actually having a commitment is great because it keeps us to actually doing stuff and like continuing to actually do what?
Our child wants us to look at his TikTok.
Continue. My train of thought just completely derailed, so
that's your fault, not mine.
Although that is kind of a common thing that ends up, and this is exactly why we need the November project, because I have 0 attention span sometimes.
Apparently they're working on there.
Okay.
Well, somebody wants to be a little hoe. Kidding. I'm kidding. I love him dearly.
Well, I'm glad.
Now he'd take that as a compliment.
Oh, hey.
My brain's not registering. What does it say?
By the way, hey. That's Mom.
Oh, yeah. The
anyway.
picture gives it away.
Yeah, the picture kind of does. Hi, Mom. Glad to know you're watching this.
This is not what it looks like. You saw nothing.
When it comes to the filming for this particular November project, we did use the phone, and I personally didn't find it I didn't like it. The quality was not great. I mean, my phone has a little bit better quality than yours does, so that's why I'm happy with you getting a new phone. It might amp up the quality of it. Well, I'm glad to know the notification thing is working. That's kind of cool. But for next year, I'm going to try to get a better camera for us to use and maybe design it like we're actually going to be posting it directly onto YouTube rather than onto TikTok. Because as great as TikTok is, I also get really infuriated with it really quickly sometimes.
Well, yeah, the reason I did it on TikTok was because it was a TikTok idea.
So I still want to keep it a TikTok idea, but I definitely think ramping up a little bit of the quality, and also depends on the phone quality. And we were also trying to post it onto your account first and do all the filming on your account. So we kind of got tied onto the films were only on one person's phone versus being split between ours.
We don't have to have it on one phone. It was just easier and kept your drafts clear. We could film on both, but we have to specifically label which one they go for.
So, but yeah, definitely that's kind of how I felt about the phone versus another video thing. We did primarily use a phone this time. I was not enthused by it, so I'm planning on trying to get a different way for us to do it. On a whole, though, it did turn out really well considering. So I'm not displeased by it, but I'm also not pleased by it. I think we could have done better, but we also were working on short notice and we really didn't plan any of this.
We didn't. This was kind of a spur of the moment. Hey, want to do something crazy? Yeah. So I'm very happy that it's over. I'm hoping next month is a little more chill and we can have an actual stable schedule before we F that up again.
Yeah. It is really funny.
Like the starting of October, we're like, hey, let's do this crazy thing. We can have it all finished in November, and then for the end of November, we'll be chill.
We planned to have the whole entire thing filmed in the last 2 weeks of October. That did not happen.
Yeah, it did not. Yeah, and then of course the end of November was an entire mess, just like October, and now December is an entire mess.
Hopefully January can be a time off because there's no holidays.
I'm like, I want to go back to my chill schedule.
Oh, yeah, it was for how much planning and how much we actually got done. It's really good considering we came up with the idea and planned it in like a week for a whole month's worth of a story plot. Yeah. So, I mean, we did good with that.
Well, we also kind of built it as we filmed it.
Yeah, which I like doing that, but I also felt like if we sit down next year and I
want the whole thing planned out. Like, little changes are fine, but like,
yeah,
I want the whole thing planned out. Like the only
this is procrastination at its finest.
Yeah, it's like the basic writer problem of I have the beginning all figured out, I got the ending all figured out. What's this middle stuff that's supposed to be happening here? What's that?
Pretty
dialogue?
Much.
I don't know her.
Yeah, that was pretty much how it went.
That is like every project I've ever worked on.
That's been most of mine, but not all of them.
Oh, yeah, but that was one big
Preaching to the choir. Yeah, I know. I was talking earlier about your book and how that's going to be a project that's going to be on my...
I haven't even finished a simple fan fiction yet, let alone actually plotting out the rest of the books I actually want to publish.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So I
need to get a couple of fan fictions under my belt before I decide to go, hey, I want to write a book.
Yeah. So, but at the very least, we have a completed project under our belt.
And it's over. Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah. And now on to the next project.
Cosplays.
Oh.
I'm just happy mine's done. Like, of the two of our cosplays,
well, that's the only one you have planned right now.
There's a reason why I haven't jumped on the TikTok bandwagon of the plans for 2020. I'm like, no.
Well, yeah.
I don't need to do.
Well, I don't always come up with easy ones. It's good to have some that people know here and there mixed in.
Yeah, well, personally, I need to start getting back into like my Jackie Frost. And
well, there you go. That's one you technically already have, but you just gotta fix it up a bit.
I gotta fix the staff. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, we talked about ideas for that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I literally have to. Okay, that moment where you learn all the important things in life from fan fiction, not even about just writing. I've got kids that are more or less adopted that don't eat that. It's mildly frustrating. It's not their fault. Their parents have failed them. But like, there are some things that you should know as a 16-year-old that they don't know, and I'm just sitting here like, how I have never had to actually go about explaining this. What?
Welcome to parenthood.
I hate being a parent, but I love it at the same time.
Oh yeah,
man.
And that group's fun.
I'm just like, here's a list of fan fictions. Go read them. I don't care if you ship whatever's going on in there. Just read them. It's got stuff you need to know.
It's got education.
Oh yeah, I learned everything from fan fiction.
Oh good lord! Oh, red my face is red.
Don't worry, it's so blurry you can't see it.
Thank goodness for that. Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. Ow! I'm kidding. Ow! I'm kidding. Ow.
I'm not afraid to beat you with a pillow.
You upset
we
the
hear
cat.
you. Shut up.
She upset the cat.
Excuse you.
Oh,
Watch
no.
this. I'm gonna go upset the cat more.
Oh no, you woke it up. It's awake now. Yes, I'm gonna call the kitty over. No, stop velcroing.
He's velcroing to the floor. Oh, look at the little stinky trash man.
Yeah, my cat's pretty messy.
He is, okay? He's stupid. He smells like a living garbage can.
And my face is all over him.
And he never stops talking.
You offended him. Ah, yes, now all is right in the world.
Yeah, Bubs. No, look at his face. And he's purring like a chainsaw. Oh, there's the butt. Ah, you just sneezed all over me.
Anyway.
Got some butt action right there and whatever his tail's supposed to be doing.
Don't do that.
Oh, there he goes.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm covered in hair.
I don't know if there's any other questions right now. Everybody, the chat's kind of died. You love making him sneeze.
His sneezes are funny. Cat sneezes are great. Alrighty. There should actually no. When do you think the video will be done?
I don't know. I gotta go and I gotta
to-
save all the TikToks.
We probably should actually plan out how to make it work.
Honestly, I'm gonna try to work on it on one of the days off that I'm getting for Christmas, so I can have a whole day to work on
Yeah,
it.
but I think before that, we should try and sit down and plan out an idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that while you're working on the one cosplay tomorrow. Like, I could write stuff down and we can talk about it.
Because whatever we're gonna do, I'm gonna end up putting it into my Mac and putting it into my Movie Maker that I've gotten there. It's not called Movie Maker. I just cannot remember what the Adobe app is called.
It's fine.
But yeah, I'm gonna.
When would be a good basic time to put out a date for when it could be posted on YouTube?
End of December.
All right. So about around, end of December, we should be able to post all of the videos we did as one big YouTube video on here for you guys to check out at one go.
Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe we can split it excuse me, up between the main story plot and then the funnies that we did, the funny videos, because some of the funny videos were completely unrelated to the story plot. It was just to break up the tension.
I'm thinking they can go with the bloopers. That one's gonna be an entirely different video.
The bloopers were so fun, and that's mostly just because we're dumb butts.
Yeah, and half the time our brains can't catch up with what the heck is going on with the sound.
Or you're whacking your sword against the table and all of that. And
okay, yeah, the sword, it kept just it's long, man, and it just hits the wall, the door, the table, everything.
Well, it's a traditional samurai sword.
It's too long to fit in that room properly.
No, it's really not. I've got cherry wood boken, and then I've got a balsa wood.
Pretty sure we used the black one.
Yeah, the boken one's the balsa wood. It's not meant for actual combat. It's just meant for getting used to the weight and swinging stuff around and knowing how much room you need to swing it around.
I did not have enough room in that entryway.
No. So that's going to be another project that we tackle for the next November project, is trying to figure out where to do the filming.
I would like
so we have more room.
Well, depending on what theme we decide,
excuse me.
I would like to do more filming outside, which means we would actually have to go outside.
Which would,
but if we're going to do that, we have to start filming around the summer.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to have any daylight in the winter.
What, of swinging the swords inside? I still remember the one time we were in the middle of a fight, one of the kids yelled something, you turned around and your sword slid down and cracked me in the skull. I had a bump on my head. I mean, it wasn't even like, it wasn't intentional, and it was just one sword sliding down on the other one, and it bonked me on the head, and I'm like, I had a knot on my head. I'm like, those things are dangerous.
Yeah, it's a good thing me and my brother never had stuff like that. We found different things to hit each other with.
Yeah, I also still remember the the one time Kayla and I were sparring outside with broom handles, and I smacked her on the leg and she started crying about it, and then she smacked me in the face and I'm bleeding, and I go inside and I'm like, "Hi, Mom." And she goes running inside crying about how I whacked her on the leg as I'm standing there bleeding.
Oh my gosh, what is it with like little siblings and just like you blow in their direction and they're just like
Oh yeah, the whacking of the fingers was definitely that was a painful reminder of why you don't miss. Whenever we would Mom and I would be sparring and we missed and we whacked fingers. That was a painful reminder why you don't.
Yeah, me and my brother, we didn't do that. We just threw other things at each other. Apparently the fondest memory of my parents' fondest memory is when my brother finally decided to strike back. This is before we ended up moving into the trailer. He took this huge metal dump truck and smashed it into my face. Now, see, I have no memory of this, which means I probably have brain damage, but you know what? Past is the past. But apparently what they like to do is that's his revenge of when I tripped him down the stairs. There was like 3 stairs. I've fallen down more, and it was probably on accident.
I still remember the couple of times, I forget if it was Sandy or Kayla, or both of them, that they tried to pull the whole move your feet, lose your seat thing, and I sat on them.
My parents like to paint it as that like I purposely pushed him down the stairs. I was young. I have no memory of that, so I don't know. But my brother is stupid. He falls downstairs all the time, like no joke.
Yeah, like
at my church, there's like 3 steps. 3 steps. He has tripped down those things most of his life, and he has been to this church his whole life.
In all fairness, I tripped going upstairs as well as going down them.
Yes, I've tripped going upstairs, and I'm like,
I trip over flat ground.
That's a mood.
I'm a walking disaster.
Everybody is these days.
Oh yeah, I'm a klutzy walking disaster, that's for sure. Screams and feet kicking pretty much. In all fairness, I didn't sit on them very hard. I just sat on them enough so they couldn't get up.
Okay, so I've talked with a few of my friends. Some have siblings that are sisters. Some have siblings that are brothers. The interactions, while they are mildly similar, are still so very different. Like, you have the girls, they're all messing with each other and whatnot. But if you have siblings that are guys,
that's a whole new
you are no longer female. You are just, let's just
my
say
sisters are sturdy. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, you guys would mess around with each other. Then you have me and my brother.
Yeah, your way of saying I love you is smack.
Yeah, we'll be like, just walk up and be like, Wah! Love you. Then we also went to church after learning how to say I love you in German and just started angrily yelling to each other about it. Making people think we're nuts, but we're also just screaming, I love you! It was great. We both knew what it meant, but we're just like, oh, dude, what if we did this? He's like, oh, I love it!
Yeah, the latest thing is that there's only one brain cell between the two of them, and she usually has it, and when they're in the same room, then it bounces between them, and then you have me banging my head against the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, like the biggest thing between me and my brother. See, I grew up with just guys. I only had guy friends. There was like 3 guys in the entire neighborhood that I lived in. And 2 were brothers. I grew up with more guy traits than I probably should have. I don't know.
I grew up with my own imagination and climbing trees. That's what I did.
Imagination was such a big thing. But like the biggest attack between me and my brother is bodily functions. It's like you'll have him sitting next to you. It's like, hey, Tommy, burp in his face, and he'll just be like, oh, my eyes. It's great.
And hi again, by the way. I did see that you commented and said hi, so hi. Yeah, my sisters are tanks just like I am, so our way of saying I love you is usually smacking each other and or there's a contest usually to pick each other up. Yeah. The only thing I don't like now is my 10, 11, is Sandy 11 now? I think she's 11. My 11-year-old sister is taller than me, and I only weigh like 20 pounds more than she does, and so now I can't fight her anymore like we used to. I can't roughhouse because if those 2 gang up on me, I will lose. Yeah, and I know it.
Tommy's taller than me, but like up until I moved out, we'd kick each other in the shins, hit each other, just whack each other, and so like we always had bruises. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if I have a bruise on my leg, I'll be like, I don't have to go, oh, where'd that come from?
My gosh, Sandy's 5'7" now. I'm only 5'3". My goodness, that child. I don't care what she has to say. I'm still older than her even if I have to stand on a chair.
Okay, I found something today. Olaf is 7'4", and she is smaller than him.
And Kayla picked me up.
Kayla could pick up an elephant.
Yes, Kayla could pick up.
Yeah, you can totally tell them that she is now smaller than Olaf because Olaf is 5'4", though I'm taller than him.
5'4", 5'7"?
No, he's 5'4". They put up an official thing of how tall Olaf was, and I'm like, he's that tall? Dang! But yeah, you're smaller than him. You could give him a full-on hug.
Yeah, no, I'm a tiny bean. I'm smaller than her even.
You are. Height-wise. I think you are. You're either you're taller or you're the same height as Markiplier, though.
I don't know.
I know he's like shorter than me. I know that.
Yeah, I'm only. Kayla's 5'2". Good lord. So both of my sisters are gonna end up being taller than me. I'm only 5'3", and I'm done growing. I outweigh them though, but that means nothing. Sandy can walk up and use me as a
sibling
now.
She pulls up. I weigh more than both of them all the time.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have is I weigh more than both of them because I'm a walking.
But like,
well, yeah, the age is a given. But yeah, no, my siblings are bigger than me, and I don't like it.
I think my brother is like...
Your brother's taller than me, too.
I think Tommy is about... Well, see, he's a good head taller, if not more, than me. So I think he's like about 5'7", 5'8". He's gonna... Okay, so in our family, we had...
You're my size now, Mom. You're 5'3" like me.
And that's probably where you get it from.
Well, she shrunk back down to 5'3" because of the problems with her back.
Yeah, I'm taller than my mom, so that's the only goal I had in life. My dad said if I got taller than him, he'd break my knees. So, because it's either his side of the family or my mom's side of the family. One of my grandfathers was like a walking tree, but then he had knee surgery and then shrank.
I think I'm taller than both Nana and Papa, though.
No, you're not taller than your grandmother. She's a walking tree.
That is true.
No, not a tree, twig.
I'm only like an inch shorter than her, though.
Yeah, you're taller than your grandfather, but that's just because he's hunched.
Yeah. Oh, it's shrimp club. Yeah, I'm part of the shrimp club. I'm tiny.
Oh, you should make you like
Watching me trying to get anything out of someplace high is always entertaining because I usually have to get a stool. And I still remember the one time I have 6-inch stilettos. When I wear those, I am her height. When she wears them, she's like a head and a half taller than me, and I'm like, take those off now.
Though I apparently have wonderful balance in them. I don't know where it goes once I take them off, but
Nana was 5'7". Yeah, she's not now.
shh, she will deny that.
She'll be happy as long as she's taller than Papa.
Yeah, because then she can look down on him. And his peasantries.
It's true, though. Oh, my grandparents are very entertaining people.
Yeah. Too bad most of the entertaining stuff we don't talk about until they're gone.
There's no reason.
I don't ever really say anything when we meet up with them. Then again, they're more interested in you.
Well,
I'm kind of like that side chick that you kind of bring along and they don't know about, but then I'm also kind of there.
And yes, 5'4" is what she is right now, and I'm only 5'3", so I'm only an inch taller or shorter than her.
Yeah,
I wish I was taller.
I'm at least in the same head space.
Ugh. That's one word for it. But yeah, definitely entertaining. I hate being short. I mean, I don't mind it, but I hate it too.
Yeah, the people like to do the whole the closer you are to the ground, the closer to hell you are. They're not wrong.
I can't deny. I'm a little hellion.
Now, while I'm really tall and I'm a steak, if I lay on the floor, I'm closer to hell. I bounce all over the place. I have no middle ground.
Yeah, the only problem is I can't go to hell because Crowley's still got a restraining order on me.
He doesn't know about me yet, but he will when I go down there.
There's a reason I'm gonna.
Me, I'll be like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Oh, what's this do? Yeah, it just.
I whack the table.
Yeah, it does that.
Oh, please don't do that. It's making me dizzy. Stop!
I turned into one of those creepypasta videos. You know, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it could be worse. I could be smaller. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Okay, you could be as tall as Lisa. Okay, so Lisa is like my mom's best friend, and then her husband, I don't even want to know how this worked. Okay? Her husband is Goliath. No joke. It's like David married Goliath and had kids. I don't know how it worked. But like every child they have, their main goal is to at least be taller than their mom. Because then they'll be a normal height. But she has to go shopping in the children's aisle for shoes and anything. She's that small. I don't know how it works. It's like, there's a part of me that's like, how does that work? But then there's the most of the part of me going, I don't want to know how it works. Shh.
The part that wonders how is the Remus part.
Just be like, how on earth did you guys manage that? And then there's every other sensible part of me going, no!
Pretty much.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's, at least you're not that small.
I will give you that.
I think she's like in the 4-foot area.
Yeah, at least I'm not that small.
Yeah, her 2 oldest kids are happy with their heights now because they've made it past mom's height. Then there's the last 2. They're still going. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh. But yeah, the general date for...
That was a very long-winded segue that we did.
Rabbits, man. Rabbit trails. Yeah, but the YouTube video should be out, or the YouTube videos are technically gonna be 2. Should be out by the end of December. I'll probably do it as the New Year's post. There should be another live stream next Thursday, but that's depending on what's going on. What are you looking at?
The calendar.
It's not for you. This is my stuff.
I'm just trying to make sure of what the date is because my brain is kafooey at the moment.
13th.
Today's the 13th. Next Thursday will be the 18th. I'm just trying to make sure.
You've got nothing to worry about? Nothing on your schedule?
No, it's not the 18th. It's the 19th. This is why I'm flipping out.
Yeah, this is why I was the one who scheduled everything. For once, I was actually, really smart with that. I like scheduling things. I don't know why.
You like scheduling things. You just don't like following the schedule.
I'd be like, look how neat and tidy I am.
Now let's not do any of it.
Yes. I plan all these things so I look important and busy.
Yeah, and then when it comes down to it, oh no, we can do this another day. We can.
Well, I like being more flexible with the scheduling because this is just hobby stuff. Technically, we don't make money off of it, so it's just hobby stuff. So I have to work around your schedule if it's something that involves you.
Yeah, although I found out with TikTok stuff that you actually can get money and donations and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's if you can do lives.
Mm.
But I haven't reached 1,000 followers yet, so.
You're at 600 though.
Yeah, I'm halfway there.
I'm like 2 away from 100, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, TikTok for me is definitely just a plain old hobby.
Yeah, for me right now, it's something that gets me up, helps me better my abilities for cosplay and stuff like that, and just gives me something to work on, because from what I've learned recently is if you're just sitting around doing nothing, you're more prone to be depressed and have no motivation. So it's good to be able to move around and do stuff, which is also why I want to get out more.
Yeah.
Because you get out every day. Even though
Not
you
because
don't
I
like
want.
It. Well, even though you don't like it, you have to go out every day. And mostly what you are these days, except for around holidays, you end up being just stressed.
What do you mean Sandy has 2,000 plus? Last time I checked on her
she's doing short cat videos. That will immediately bring more people.
Is this something that's a recent development? Because the last time that I checked on her page, she had she did not have that many things unless she made a whole new one. But yeah, the cat videos definitely will do a thing. Now I gotta go investigate and stalk my little sister's TikTok.
Good to know I'm not the only one.
Yes, the momentary. Oh, good lord.
What's her profile picture look like?
Give me a sec.
Oh wait, no, that's not her.
No, she follows me.
Oh, here she is. She's got 6 followers.
She must be using a different account.
Or is it likes? Because I know she had 2 profiles.
Yeah, I've only got one of her profiles, I think. I don't know. Oh, she got locked out of the first account. Tell her to like my new one then. Or to like my account with her new one.
Is the new one the one that has, 6 followers?
Well, no, she's got 2,000 plus on a different one. Tell me. Yeah, have her follow me. Yeah, I know you're not on that platform. Oh, this is a whole new it's a whole new ball game with the TikTok stuff. Although I gotta admit, I like it because you don't have to do as long as videos as like you do with YouTube, which is the other reason I think I liked doing the November project so much, is we weren't having to do like 15-minute episodes every single day. It was only like 15 seconds and whatnot. It made it easy to deal with. But yeah, I don't even know where my train of thought was going with that. It just completely went down a rabbit hole and then got lost. But yeah, I want to go stalk my little sister on TikTok. But oh, and I still need to send stuff to Sandy.
Yeah.
I had to do that. I'll probably do that tonight.
I know she had 2 accounts and both
Friday Night Crash. Yeah, no kidding. After the work week and whatnot, yeah, I'm dead right now mentally. I'm lucky I'm stringing a coherent sentence together, and at some points I'm utterly failing. Next year, definitely a better planning session for the November project, better filming, and all of that. That'll be our plans. It was a lot of fun though. And I love the cliffhanger we left it on. Hey, yeah, by the way, Mom, we pulled a U-level cliffhanger. Like, literally, and we're not coming back to finish the story, so it'll be entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I ended up, I don't know why I didn't. Something came up and I wasn't able to call. I'll try calling her tomorrow because I got a free day. As long as she doesn't mind, I'm going to be probably working on stuff. So. But, yeah, I'm going to be working on cosplay stuff, so I'll just call her and then be working on that. Maybe do it as a video chat. Anyway, what are you doing?
Oh, well, because I'm no longer just blocking kids, I'm just putting that duets, you have to be 15 plus. So I don't have to block these poor children. Well, okay, I don't know about this one. You're concerning.
Anyway,
I don't want to watch their garbage. I just want to unblock them.
Nah, don't worry, Mom, about hijacking the chat. It's fine.
We don't usually have that many except for bots.
Yeah, honestly, we're just happy to have somebody actually talking with us, so we're not just... so we actually have some type of interaction. Gosh. Yeah, you can tell every single time my train of thought just kind of derails itself.
Yep.
Anyway, we've already been doing this like an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you wanted to do the live stream for.
I don't know. It's yours too. Put in input.
So you think I'm not a bot? More like we're grateful you're not a bot. Otherwise, I'd be concerned.
Nah, the bots are usually Indian dudes or whatever. They come on and they're just like, I've been going on live streams to learn English, and I'm like, that is a horrible way to learn English. We don't even speak English. We speak words. It's a whole different thing. But yeah. Either that or they're like, I'm looking for anime cosplays, and I'm like, you will not find that here. Gosh, there's so many children. Why are children on this app? This person is 9. This is a horrible app to let your kids on. There's literally a 16 plus thing you have to answer when you come on. My goodness. Who lets their children in on these? Like, I mean, I get if they're like, well, no, I'm just like 15 and 14 is okay. Because by that point, they've already been ruined by the internet. But like, I don't know. It's like if they're on the innocent side of TikTok, that should be fine. But like, as long as you don't get pissed off, then like when they find the bad side of TikTok, then it's not that bad. But like there's people on there that let their kids on here and then get pissed when they find 18 plus content. I'd be like, I'm sorry. People say this is a kids app, but it's actually meant for adults and teenagers. And then get pissed when they let their kids on there and the kids find the bad stuff. It's just one problem that I've noticed a lot of cosplayers have, which is why we end up having to do, well, it's like a lot of cosplayers end up having to deal with parents and 5-year-olds reporting their 18 plus content, even though they've put warnings up of this is 18 plus. Yeah, well, it's like a lot of these cosplayers, again, the app is technically made for young adults and adults.
Yeah.
And even though a lot of it's adult content, they put their heart and soul into it to make it really good.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's bugged me is like YouTube's doing a lot of that too. They're trying to make everything kid friendly, so you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, and all this other stuff. And it's like, and then they stop holding the parents accountable for monitoring their children. Like you're not in all of that.
That this is.
Oh, interesting.
I hope it got taken down. Good grief.
Sorry, little family drama that we had. But yeah, no, it's just like it's people who are complaining about their kids hearing words that they're not supposed to be hearing,
or just seeing content. Like you are fine. I doubt that you would get full on pissed at the actual creator for your kids finding the content.
Yeah, that's more what everybody's getting mad about, is that the parents in the situation are mad at the creators for even posting it when they're not posting it for kids to begin with, and the parents are refusing to hold themselves accountable for what their children are ending up watching.
Yeah, I'm like, if you don't like it, don't let them watch it. I mean, yeah, that sucks for the kids because most times when parents do that,
yeah, exactly. It's the parents' job to police their own children. It shouldn't be our job to monitor our content when we're not even posting it for your child. Your child is stumbling upon it.
And like one thing though is that there are also some parents that full on police their kids. There's like 2 different types of policing in what they watch. There's the ones that, okay, they make sure that you don't watch too bad of stuff, and they also do their job and explain things to you, or as the kid. And then there are the ones that don't let you watch or see anything bad, which also means they don't teach you anything. Like, I'm talking about the basic, the talk you're supposed to give kids, which most of the kids I meet, including myself, have never had and learned through the internet.
Yeah, and that's actually been a major thing with TikTok, too, that I've been concerned about, like with the November Project. One word, Nana. Yeah, exactly. That was actually a major concern of mine with our November Project, was that if anything was going to get taken down or banned because of the content we had in it, even though we kept it relatively mild, there was still some stuff in there that could be upsetting. So I'm like paranoid through half of it. I'm like, is this going to get taken down? And actually, one of the stupid things that they were doing is if you're using an obviously fake sword or knife or anything like that, they'll take your video down just for the fact that
weapons, blood in general.
And it's like, it's obviously fake. And yet they're gonna do it's dumb. It's really dumb. Like, that's why everybody's getting mad at the policing that TikTok's doing on the videos. Like, okay, it's not our job as creators to monitor what your children are watching. It's really not.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, next year's November project ought to be interesting. I want to see how the policy changes end up happening and all of that. And there's some other drama going on with TikTok and YouTube too, which is definitely major concerns for forward progress on our projects. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how everything plays out.
Yeah. Everything's just, I don't know.
Up in the air.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so we are planning on doing it. It's just we're going to have to deal with content as we go and figuring out what's currently okay, what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you put the safety measures on. I mean, some parents won't even do that. That's why it's such a thing that everybody's up in an uproar about with that. Yeah, censorship does suck. TikTok's doing a lot of that with some of the other stuff too.
Oh yeah, apparently if you're have disabilities, you're overweight, or you're part of the LGBTQ, what's the BLT sandwich. If you're part of any of that, they'll put a shadow ban permanently on you for your own safety, because they don't want to have bullying happen, even though we deal with it anyway.
Yeah, so then people are getting basically unwarrantingly shadow banned, which basically means that your videos, like, you could have 1,000 followers and your videos only get like 3 views because it just won't show up anywhere for anybody to see. So, yeah. Which then makes a huge dent in if you were doing live streams or you were doing other stuff that's related to people, like seeing your content or getting more followers. It becomes really hard to do anything on it. And I mean, and there are classifications for like overweight and other stuff. Like, I would be on the spectrum for overweight, and I know I'm not.
I'm on, I believe, disability in some cases, and also
anything with high like anxiety or other stuff with like videos dealing with that, they've been shadow banning too. And it's really dumb. The censorship that they're doing is really dumb. So everybody's been kind of in an uproar about it. At least that I've heard and seen on TikTok.
Yeah, everybody. Actually, there's
That is bullying. Exactly. They're trying to protect us from the bullying by bullying us.
TikTok and YouTube have just been in the past year.
Yeah.
But like currently right now, cosplayers and the LGBTQ plus community have been banding together and doing like face art of what they technically are, and more or less doing a chain, like multiple chains
or doing
we're gonna rise up and whatnot,
or doing different, like staying off of TikTok for a certain number of days and those kinds of things too. So they've been doing a lot of those ones for the cosplay stuff. Where they're basically, I forget what it's called.
Like if we really had a problem with bullying, we can turn off comments. We can delete comments. Like, yeah, having someone going, your stuff sucks. Okay. At least I wasn't born with your face. I'd be going real downhill if I had that.
Yeah. I still remember the very first video I posted, like one of the major ones that I did where I had all the different characters all in one video. Someone commented on it that I had said bitch like 5 or 6 times in there, and I'm like, I didn't say anything at all, so yeah, I knew that was a bot right
Yeah, there's actually a funny thing. Most of the bullying comments are actually bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't bumped into any of them yet. I get all of the ones that are just like, oh, your facial hair is so pretty, and I'm like, oh, they said my facial hair is pretty. I'm sorry. They're really dumb because I can tell it's a bot, but like it's so funny. It's like, oh my gosh, Mary, they love my facial hair. I didn't think anyone would notice.
I mean, how can you miss the peach fuzz?
I rip it off most of the time, so it's easy to miss.
Oh, we're ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we've held like 3 people watching this whole entire time.
Okay, besides your mom, who's watching this? Why are you watching this?
This fall from grace that we call a live stream. Oh, at least I know my mom likes watching the stuff that I do for YouTube and
I was
whatnot.
still funny about this. I know how to do the slow-mo now.
Oh yeah, one of the newest TikToks that are that you posted.
Mm.
Oh, goodness. But yeah,
your cat looks so done.
He wants us to be done talking.
He's like, can you guys shut up? Yeah, so we have like this weird little yellow. I don't know. It's like a muffin, but a stool.
It's a
muffin stool.
I know what the name of it is. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
It's a muffin stool.
That's not what it is.
It's a muffin stool.
It's not. Stop. I'm trying to remember the technical terms.
Muffin stool. It's a muffin stool.
Anyway, so I took muffin stool up your butt.
Anyway, I took blankets and I made a nest for the cat, and he's been living in it for the past 2 months. I think it's been 2 months. Yeah.
Since it started getting cold.
Yeah, okay, so like it's pretty much usually in front of the TV, and it's in the same room as us, so he's chill. But like I made this and he's been living in it, and now he has a stuffed dog, which is supposed to be hers, but now it's his.
Okay, so there's actually pictures on her Instagram of this. The cat was like laser focused in on one of my stuffed animals. So I put it down, and the second I put it down next to him, he just did one of these on it, and I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. So now the cat has a stuffed dog.
We replaced it with the other one, but now he's occasionally has his paw just like.
So dude, I'm gonna put it back.
He shifted his paws a little bit, like, no, my baby.
So I've got 2 of these, this one, and then another one that's much older. And so the newer one is his now. And then the older one is still mine. And I'm such a child. I'm an overgrown toddler, and I'm pretty sure we both know this. Have you
seen my collection?
At least I admit that I'm an overgrown toddler, though. I mean, seriously, when I'm throwing a temper tantrum, give me a juice box and cookies, and I'll be fine. And I'm pretty sure my mom has remembered me and my college thing storming out of my bedroom, grabbing a juice box and cookies, and storming back into it because homework was making me mad.
Oh. Yeah, if she's upset or having a problem, all I gotta do is put that in front of her.
Yeah, thankfully Grimmy does not steal my yarn.
Yet. That's only because it's rolled up into a ball. Anything string-like, and he's after it. I was trying to wrap presents, and like that little plastic ribbon stuff. Oh my gosh! He literally picked up the ball of it and ran and tried to run off with it trailing behind him. And I'm like,
at least he hasn't tried to eat it and had it come out his butt.
No, he tried eating a leftover, like, what was it? Slim Jim wrapper. And later, we had to throw him in the kitchen because he was just like, and it was trying to come back up. And I'm like, why did you eat it? Why? Okay, this entire year, he's been eating stuff he shouldn't have, has an obsession with plastic, and has been licking random things.
Apparently, that's supposed to be normal cat behavior.
Yeah, he looked directly at the wall and then licked it. And I'm like,
it is my cat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and multiple times this year, he just ran face first into a wall or a door.
I still remember
backed up,
Baka.
Looked at it offended.
That is Kai and Ben, yeah. Yeah. I still remember Baka. Baka was fun. Baka would have the laser pointer, and you can make her go she would slam head first into the wall, and then if you move the laser pointer down, she would just drag her face across the wall.
Yeah, see, with Bob's small enough that he does not have enough body weight to stop him or slam him forward. He just sails through the air.
Oh, I still remember Baka jumping face first into the window, and I think she was the one who broke one of the windows.
Oof.
Just boom, straight into it.
Yeah, my cat George and Bob, they're the reason we only had one set of blinds that was completely not broken, but that was because it was trapped in my mom's craft room, which the door was usually always shut because there's so many tiny spaces, and Bob likes to wander because he's also the size of a toothpick and would get lost. Like, we locked him in there accidentally one time, and all we hear later is his desperate pleas for being to be let out and whatnot. You killing him? Yeah, he's trying to escape.
And I'm saying no.
Yeah, so we got this thing going on with his tail. All I have to do is lightly brush my foot over it, and he'll try to attack my foot.
Don't put your tail in my food.
His butt's just like, "Yeah."
Life of a cat. Don't eat it either.
He's like, oh, what's this?
Life of a cat owner. Don't call him. Let him lay down so he'll keep away from my food.
I'm trying to get his. Well, now he's there.
At least he's laying down.
Yeah.
He's laying down.
Alrighty. Well, as
fun.
fun as this was, I want to chill out and do nothing for the rest of the night.
Do nothing with that.
Yeah, I know, right? You just sit there and do nothing.
What a novel concept.
That we have to catch up on YouTube stuff.
Yeah, we
Alrighty.
just started watching a new trend thingy.
The video date should be sometime at the end of.
Thanks, you too, Mom.
This should be at the end of December. There should be a live next Thursday, but that also depends on what's going on. So far, there's not much going on.
I don't know when the next one I'll be in.
No, wait. Thursday, we don't have anything, right?
No, nothing I know of.
Yeah, we got work with Shelly on Sunday, and then my orthodontics appointment is Friday.
Yeah.
And my lives usually end up being when you're at work. All right, so there should be a live next Thursday, unless something with me comes up.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know when the next one I'll be in.
You'll probably I have one. There's a Thursday after Christmas that I had, because it's not actual Christmas and whatnot. I had planned to do a live stream, do Christmas haul or whatnot.
Oh yes, us obnoxiously singing at the top of our lunch Christmas stuff.
Oh yeah, I wish Tommy could be here for that.
Anyway, it was really nice chilling with you guys and talking about the November project. Although we talked about a lot of different stuff.
That's most of my videos. I rabbit trail.
Yeah, we'll get better at being more concise.
No, we won't.
Yeah, that's a lie. I know.
But yeah, that's it. And I'll see you all hopefully Thursday. If you want updates, they'll be on TikTok.
Yeah.
But until next time, bye.